All right, hey y'all, it's Pizza Hulk. I'm back here in the long dark. We are moving along here, and we've got episode 12, I believe, today, and we are thriving and surviving. Had a lot of fun on my birthday broadcast. Took a little break yesterday. I had to recuperate just a skosh. I had a few too many bourbon infused drinks there, but good times had by all. Nothing bad happened. Just had some nice dinner. Had breakfast for dinner, right? And I bet I still don't have a piece of charcoal. Nope. All right. And had a nice day with family yesterday. So today, I'm about to throw this switch right here. What am I missing? I thought I put the scrap metal in here. I did not. Okay. Well, good news is I can grab a piece of charcoal on the way back. Anyway, I kind of crept up here to with a battery just in case I hadn't taken one up. Things are a little fuzzy. I gotta be honest. With episode 11 there in my memory banks, but I know I haven't found a hacksaw, so I can't just get scrap metal. I got, I want to say 3 or 4 pieces somewhere. But anyway, generally speaking, most of this area is done. I'll take a peek inside, see if I can find it. I don't remember seeing it where I normally keep stuff, though. So I don't know if I try to get tricky. I guess I should have watched my whole last video. Hey, there's a piece of scrap metal. Right? No. Not in there. The only place I can think where I might have... Here it is. Alright, so yeah, I need one more piece of scrap metal to get that going. Alright, so I'll loot the town and hopefully I'll find a piece of scrap metal. Because that's on my list of things to do too. I'd like to try to get this signal tower going now, because that gives me time to sort of travel to Hushed River. And then basically try to set up for tonight for there to be an aurora, because generally after you throw the switch there's going to be an aurora. So that was my thinking anyway. Anyway, how are you guys doing? I hope you're having a good day. It's a beautiful day here in Milton. I don't have a ton of places to loot. Left. So, I mean... I have like some pots and pans and stuff I could probably break. I mean, I could break one of those down and get the piece of metal I need. Hopefully I'll find it while I'm looking around though. So really the only thing in town I've looted is the bank. Went ahead and knocked that out. I think what I'm going to try to be... again, I was a little intoxicated, so I did more standard loot and fact video. But today, I really want to get back on the ball.
Hope nobody needs this anymore.
And Huh, I wonder if they did something different, because I don't think that coffee is the same as my other coffee. Yeah, we got some different coffee. So things like coffee and tea, medicines, they've all been stacking. Not every single time, but quite a bit. So I don't know if it's this time it's just I got some random different coffee. Or doing a little bug fix. When I wasn't paying attention, I don't know. But anyway, normally you could just take one of these shelves down with a hacksaw. I was kind of hoping for a hacksaw in here too. Sometimes you get tools in these sort of houses being constructed. So pry bar hammer, hacksaw, hatchet, that kind of stuff. But got a book of matches. Hey, I should check those too, because all the matches have been stacking as well. Come on, Wolfie boy, get across the screen there. There you go. Fire. Now the matches stack, so yeah, I don't know. Now this would probably be a proper house. These funny little houses, though, I feel like they could have at least a shot. And maybe just find some random piece of scrap metal. But if not, like I said, I'll destroy something. I mean, it looks like I've been in here. Alright. Yeah, you know what? I think I'm just going to go ahead and break down something like I said, a pot or something. Uh, because I still got to get up to the tower, get back down, cross a decent part of the map. It'll probably be nighttime. The only good news is that there'll probably be an aurora, so at least I'll be able to see. And generally, it lasts almost like the entire night. So. I think I picked up my snares, so there aren't any crazy bunnies going off. Creep in here. So yeah, I'm just going to break down a pot. Like I said, it's time to speed things up just a bit. And I could spend the time goofing around in the town looking for a piece of metal where I could just, I always feel like you should be able to break these down, you know? Hour and a half. Yikes. How much to bust up the pry bar? I think I got another one. My cat is losing it for some reason. I hear you, girl. I don't know what your problem is. Let's see. 30 minutes. Pry bars, I mean, I've said this before, they're really only useful up until the point where you run out of things to open. And I don't need this anymore. And let me get in here and get the rest of my scrap metal. You see, I've been busy collecting all this food. Alright, cool. I get rid of some of this stuff too. Gotten some of the recipes done. I mean, think the pastries so far are outpacing the stews. I really think there's one that increases the venison pie, or I guess the rabbit pie. Uh, increases your carry weight, which can be, as you can imagine, a big game changer depending on where you're at. And what you got going on. Alright, I'm gonna drop this piece of wolf meat. Although it might give me something to do. Actually, I got a little extra room. I'll take it with me. Depends on when the aurora kicks in. But I mean, it's also not a big deal if I just chuck it somewhere. But anyway, there'll be some stuff in this bunker. I don't know if it'll be, you know, stocked full, but there will definitely be some stuff. And then we'll get some of the story going here. So other than the very first radio, I started in a Forsaken airfield, right? Which is, I always like to point out, is a tough place to start, no matter what. I had all the advantages, literally all the advantages. But, yeah, be careful there, and Interloper, and Stalker, and maybe even Voyager. Any of them is tough. But I wanted the radio, so other than putting that tower together, this will be the first signal tower. Oh, shoot. Oh, boy. Woo! I almost blew it. I started to run. Look, I gotta flip a switch and put this scrap metal in. Oh, man, it feels good. Listen, I know I screwed up, right? But it still feels good. Look, a little bun bun. To have caught my mistake this early. Like, this is nothing. I didn't even get past Grandma's house very far or whatever. Grandmama. Whoever she is. Phew! Yeah, it's gonna be late. Anything in the pipe? Man, like I said, I mean, yeah, I'm a little irritated that I was going to blow it, but I'm so glad I said the word signal tower. Because I was like, oh, you idiot. Yeah, you're talking about turning on the signal tower in Forsaken Airfield, but, you know, there's this one right here. A literal sense of relief out of just, you know, it wasn't even tension. It's just that moment of, oh my god, I almost blew it. I swear to god. So the first couple tags, man, one of my kids is traveling. The other tags are going to be from Walgreens. You can't just send, you know, like one. I swear, every time I'm playing the Long Dark, I don't have that much medication. Like, they even give me, like, I'm like a month ahead on stuff. It doesn't even make sense. Anyway, sun's going down, but luckily it's not too hard to find where we're going, and for the most part it's going to be a cave, so. I didn't grab the charcoal. Look, we're here for the tails and the loot. Polaroid would have been a convenient, kind of fun little extra. But I can also tell you, if you just stand there with a piece of charcoal, it'll reveal a massive part of the map. Way bigger than you usually get, even if you get up high. So another little hint, yeah, the higher you get, the more you map. So, without the Polaroid, let's say I was to map the town, standing, you know, right there, I get a little bit of the town and the surrounding area. But if I was to map from here, see, there's Walgreens. They gotta like text me twice and then call me twice. Anyway, if I stood there, I'd have a small region. If I stood up here, I'd probably get most of the town, part of this area. You know, it just gets bigger the higher you go. Kind of makes sense, right? Let's get out of here. Let's go to Hush River Valley, y'all. Use that downhill to my speed advantage and get going. So I was tired of saying, you know, the curator's rifle, Vaughn's rifle. I have Vaughn's rifle. It's the lighter weight one. But I kept forgetting the name of the other. It's Barb's. It's Barb's rifle. I was saying it was Lucy's rifle. It's Barb's. Thank you, Mr. Wolf. Now again, I'm trying not to learn too much. I'm trying to do it by design, by playing. But I did see, and because I was curious, I have found the curator's rifle before, and I've talked about it, and it hits from further away. I've used it, and it definitely has a longer range. I wanted to see how much though, and it's an increased range of 33%. 33% without any loss. So like it's gonna hit as hard. 33%. Really? This one ridge from further away. So, or however that works, I don't really know if they have a, you know, diminishing rate on the bullet, but being able to smack something that much further is pretty intense. That's a lot. And I mean, basically I kind of figured it would be. I didn't know if they were going to do something particularly special with the pistols. They did do something a little different. But it's basically, yeah, one shoots a little further, one's more durable. And one, you're supposed to sight faster. But, I mean, you know, it might have another advantage to it as well. Weight. But I do think Barb's rifle might end up being the heaviest. I mean, the Curator's rifle is a little more heavier, I think, than the basic rifle. I think Barb's rifle is actually a bit more heavier. But it is the durability one, so. You get more shots before it wears out and breaks. But yeah, I mean, since I've already sort of talked about the rifles, I thought maybe a little more info might help me and anybody listening. And then the pistols, we've got the Warden's pistol. Got to go to Blackrock for that. I already know. I already knew that though. The Forester's pistol. Dang it. And the other pistol. Looks like a hand cannon, an old kind of Western pistol, and a snub nose. Alright, let me start thinking about having a little fire or something. Guess we got a dough down over here. I can grab a little steak. Get that wolf steak now. Hoping I don't really need to kill too much time. Grab a little nap too, maybe. Yeah, I think I'll leave her. Already looted the blue trailer. But yeah, really, I decided I'm going to skip the mending tour too. It's helpful to me, but it's not really helpful for the video, I don't think. I do have my 3 favorite items though now. Alright, we got some crampons that we made. I think it's 4 or 5 pieces. I think it's 4 scrap maybe and 2 leather. But we've also got the 2 head wraps now. Ear wraps, and that means my moose hide bag is pretty much going to be safe. Because it'll always be considered interior. Things that go pretty bad for me to mess it up. Or I could do that thing I sometimes do and drop stuff without really knowing even how I've done it. That'd probably be the only way I'd lose it. Anyway, there's moose sign. I love having moose over here on this map up by this blue trailer. One of my favorite moose camps. And you can see some coal. Didn't quite get it. I don't know if it'll be in here now or not. Sketchy to say the best. Poof, here we go. So I'm relying on the fact that so far, every time I've thrown that switch, there's been an aurora. And when it kicks in, it usually lasts pretty much almost until morning. So definitely hoping for the status quo to kick in.
Wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
You can burn some of this thing. There's a lot down here. I mean, just all this firewood. Which is interesting. It actually could be, you know, depending on your difficulty level, you probably would rather have coal. Yeah, probably good. I'm going to work my way, basically, is that it? Yeah, well, to about here. Alright, let's get a little fire going with this torch. And I'm going to cook that piece of meat up, do a little water, and then probably sleep for like an hour or two. So I can get a little more rest, fatigue up a little bit. That's the way I want to go. Anyway, I don't want to carry all that fur around. Okay, let's do... have a little dinner. Try not to leave your cooking pot on the ground. Ooh, nice torch. And then, like I said, sleep for an hour. And it looks pretty green to me. I got an aurora going. That didn't take as long as I thought it would. It's a little later than I thought it would be as well. Okay. I don't know why I got all these torches now, though, because I'm just... Well, I guess I can use them in the bunker. I don't think you can have the walkie-talkie and the torch in your hand at the same time. I know, it's crazy. It doesn't matter anyway. Alright, you got the aurora. Where's this thing? Down at the bottom? Yeah. Now, there's a place nearby where you can get this yellow cache. I just don't remember it being that great. But yeah, we got our aurora tonight. And like I said, should last all night. I know I weakened my signal a little bit, but it's just easier to go this way. Anyway, if you're wondering how to get to the bunker, there's some debunkers. We are definitely going to be going over that. So you think you go around this little way right here, but this actually just kind of spirals up to the top there. So we're gonna pretty little waterfall. So basically what I did was I came out of the cave and I took the first sharp left. And I mean, I'm gonna stick with it all the way to the wall here. See, we've got some rice and mushrooms. You see how we're picking up that signal again? So it looked like we could have gone straight back where we first came in, but we actually kind of want to be further this way, I've learned. But like I said, we're going to hug this wall. You can see one of the signal fires in the distance from here. No. I'll figure it out. Give me a sec. There it is. Pink. Right there. It started out as an elegant venison pie. Venison pie. It is acceptable now. It is frankly just good enough. But yeah, so still hugging this wall basically. But it's a little easier to get down. Go this way. I was gonna say, I think I gotta go around a little bit. I'm gonna go over. It's been a minute. Oh, I can stay up here. All right, good. Yeah, you have to go back up just a slightly different way. Ooh. So in other words, I could have come in. You just got to walk around that way. I was just being lazy. All right, stick it to the left. And then we got it right here. This crazy looking mound of snow. There she goes. Let's see if there's any fancy loot. You know, we can get some other type of food variants like corn and stuff. And I've been trying to collect things like condensed milk, peanut butter, things I think might end up in recipes. I have no idea if there's going to be something that calls for a can of corn. Alright, cloth, scrap. Let's see if I can get this door handle. You know what though? Yeah, this torch is only going to be so useful. Because I gotta like read these books.
Looks like this has been here a while.
I'll take that fishing tackle. A couple of these.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
Oh, we got a mag lens. Not too bad of a find there. Oh, you know what? Give me that charcoal. You can open these and get some paint if you need it. A little more fuel. That might come in handy here in a minute. Yeah, I don't care. I had a computer like this. That's how old I am. I remember these things. Big old floppy disk went in there. I don't think we can get the radio down here. Oh, yeah. Canned ham
Useful.
and corn. Now, I think, honestly, I think they might, the corn might come into a recipe. I can't imagine something calling for canned ham. However,
I wonder if the owner's around.
I mean, decent finds, I think.
Man, this pack is getting kind of heavy.
Hey, I didn't even pick that stuff up. You can rip this curtain up. I haven't found anything back there. I think it's just for cloth. Oh my goodness, all this crap. You can take the toilet water, but it's dirty. So keep that in mind. Sometimes the light literally helps you find more stuff. So, quick look with it, and then I'll read our first passage here.
The island hasn't been making our lives any easier. Hauling loads from the coast to the inland bases has been slow and costly. And people are starting to notice our operation around the airfield and mine. It's getting harder to stay under the radar. But the character of the locals, both here and far inland, seems in our favor. There aren't any helping hands. Outsiders get ignored and then forgotten. And we play the part.
So you know what I was thinking about? I was thinking about that somebody had to put in fake writing instead of just putting in the writing. He took the time to put all the squiggles in there. Trying to make it look like cursive, I suppose. I read that one of the... There we go.
I think I can use this.
I don't remember which one, but I think one of the provinces in Canada is they're gonna start teaching cursive again. I can't imagine why.
Session 14, Project Medical Officer interviewing Patient 7. Return to the first instance. What did you see?
It was at the beach. Just pictures in my head, feelings. One of those beaches where the sand goes way down to the water, no drop off. I remember a gray day and dark water, no wind, no waves. I was alone, looking around a lot. I didn't understand what was happening. What do you think when you're that little? Always wondered why it was that day, that trip, that stuck with me.
Focus on the ending, the final frame.
They lost me. Just a little kid.
Uh-huh. Zombies. Yeah, no. Yeah. That's it. Well, a nice amount of cloth. You know, scrap metal, wood. There's plenty of fuel for the lantern. So. That's it, though. Story. We got story. And corn. At least I got chicken. At least I got corn. Like I said, I don't... I would love to see a recipe that includes the canned ham. Literally, I would love that. I don't think that's going to happen. Alright, so like I said, you can't really hug the wall on the way back. Obviously, the way we came, it's a drop. But we'll go back. We just got to walk out around the ice here a little bit. I think this is safe ice. You know what? Let's see if I can drill a hole here, though. Nope. No, not deep enough. So that's what I was saying. I think a lot of these places where people might be hoping, where you might think, wow, this would be a really helpful place to have this. It's just not going to work. You got to have, you know. I'm curious, there's a couple ponds and places around that I do want to check out. And honestly, like someplace like Forsaken Airfield, that could come in handy. More so if you go there on purpose, less so if you start there. Wait, can we get over here? Yeah. I knew there was a bridge somewhere. Ooh. Oh, there's nothing really to fall into. We just crossed it. Anyway. Back on this side, we can just hug the wall we came in on. This time we just want it on our right. And I think it's cold, but not too bad. -2. It's actually pretty warm. So, interestingly enough, I have two choices, right? I could drink a coffee, which is what I would normally do, and I got a good bit of coffee. But I think if did I eat all the pies? I might have ate all the rose hip pies. That makes sense, though. Yeah. All right, I'll drink a coffee. But yeah, the rose hip pies and the peach pies give you energy. I mean, pretty much equivalent to a coffee. The only difference is you don't get the buff that follows that reduces your fatigue rate drop as you're moving or whatever, but you get a headache instead. So, you get some trippy colored lights for a huge boost in energy. I think it's totally worth it. And again, we're just sticking to the right. You can see the waterfall. It's right here. We didn't go too far. Now, even though this is basically pilgrim settings and such, I do have the wolves turned up to medium. So I just want to point out we didn't come across any wolves. And I think that's... I think I have come across one at some point. But I'm not sure. So it might be a decent route. Now, if there's a bear spawn around, I couldn't tell you if it just hasn't kicked off or not yet. Now, if you wanted to, you go wander around Hush River Valley and go find this other cache. I think it's down this way. My only concern is that I don't have that much. You know what? I'm just gonna bail on it. Ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you what. I don't think I feel too bad. These caches don't have much in them. Like, it doesn't really matter what difficulty you're on. Like, it just like if I find one, it might have like on this loot table, let's say 3 flares and the book of matches. You know, on Interloper, it might have a flare. But you never know. Yeah, I'm not gonna. I remember this being pretty much a pain in the butt. So I'm out. Again, I haven't really found anything particularly useful. Like, alright, so let's say if you're on Interloper and you find 3 flares. That's huge. And same for Stalker. You know, 1 Marine flare. You know, you got wolf fighters, you've got matches basically. Five flares and some more matches aren't really going to do any good. I think I found ammo in one. Now I wonder what you get on Interlabor. Maybe it's empty. Questions I will answer at a later date. But that's all it really takes. I mean, Ice River Valley is a scary place. I don't like it. I know it's actually a pretty big favorite of people. So different different people like different things, but I don't particularly enjoy it there. I never really enjoy my time there. It's a lot. It's one of the. It's like Muskeg and it's like Pleasant Valley. I respect him. I even appreciate and like some of it, but for whatever reason, I cannot get my bearings there. And even if I'm in like great shape and good clothing and all that kind of stuff, I still end up like, you know, just wandering around. So if you have a map that you hate, I totally understand for whatever reason. Like Brighton Railroad's one of those places that's like pretty useful, but pretty annoying. Oh, I turned down the volume a little bit on the sound menu because for whatever reason, when you climb the vines in this game right now, there's like a glitch, a sound glitch. It turns your footsteps up super loud. So you get this kind of like, you get a sound effect as you're climbing of like your hands sort of impacting and grabbing these vines, and what that does is it somehow turns your footsteps into super loud noise. I'm gonna see if I can fix it, or if it maybe changed. This will turn the flare noise up too, but okay. Yeah, I think my footsteps are going back to normal. Maybe the cave did it. Yeah, when I've been climbing the vines afterwards, I totally forgot about it today too. But yeah, all of a sudden the footsteps are just ridiculously stompy loud. Let's get the trailer and just head back. But it's right there if you need a place to hide, or again, you got the cave. But you do want to be aware of the wolves and moosing around. Particularly on an Aurora night, because they get Aurora crazy. Again, this is not a typical long, dark playthrough. Like I would very much want to eat. I'm not tasty, dude. However, it's a very calm night. I got a flare. He'd be Aurora crazy, so basically, you're just gonna shoot him. Or run. Hide in the trailer, wait for the Aurora to be over. Eat a snack, some corn. Work the terrain if you don't smell, just got to say it every single video. The best thing you can do in this game is figure out where you're at, how to get around. Again, even if you're playing with the animals on passive, you know, have their levels on the correct. Like, let's say you turn everything on your custom mode stalker, and you just turn the animals on passive. It's still going to be tough. You can still get in trouble. You can still get eaten by a bear. But more than likely, you won't. And so you can sort of learn the survival aspect of stalker. Less loot, but still decent things in the world, like the expedition code, high-end clothing, and rifles and guns and whatever. And you can have the wolves at the levels that they are. I think they're high. Stalker, man. Figure out where all the bad guys live. Man, it's a beautiful night. I love auroras. Well, it's one of those places, like, it depends. Even when you're playing on the harder difficulties and you got all these bad guys like right up on you. And there's places you can live to stay away from that. It's got pretty much everything. And if you're one of those players that's literally here to just collect wolf coats and bear coats, this is a place to do it. But looks pretty good on a clear day or night too. It doesn't hurt. You got the town to pretend like a little bit of, I don't know, I guess it could be depressing maybe. All these places nobody lives. Whatever. I swear, I wish it wasn't so late. I gotta loot the rest so I could get out of here. Cooked. I mean, like I said, the wolves have turned up to medium. That was both lucky and telling, you know. Like I said, I don't remember having too many issues. With wolves on that trek, so I'm not really sure how that all stacks up. Plenty of this crap. I'd love to get some cooking score out of it, but I mean, I think I'll just hold on to it for ingredient purposes. Alright, let's eat the rest of what? That wolf meat, maybe? I should probably eat this junk. Because it's, I mean, 65%. So this will increase my condition while I rest. But also, I think reduce the amount of rest I can get. I don't really know. Doesn't make a lot of sense to me. A little hydration though. Some calories. Time to eat these pancakes, 900 calories, but they're down to 64%. Again, I'm not really sure when the home cooked stuff's going to start poisoning you. Because a lot of the times when you make it, it's not, I mean, generally the quality is around 80 to 85% on good stuff. Now this stuff, Bandit, I mean, again, you should be able to eat this for a very long time. And I think it's deteriorating a bit too fast for what it is. It's just flour and water. Sometimes it's flour, water, and fat. the reason people make it is because it lasts forever. So. That sounds like a lovely day to do some looting. Check a few more things in the fridge. Though I don't. Not that much room. That's okay. I really just over collected while I was here. But I was, like I said, it was my birthday. Leave me alone. It was my birthday and I'm 50 and I got a little drunk. Now, I'm going to go ahead and save myself that hassle. Yeah, I'm not gonna do the mending thing. It'll happen, hopefully. But again, that's just more of a convenience for me. It's completely unnecessary. And I can pretty much just say what I would do is do what I've already done. Gather a bunch of cloth, gather a bunch of craft clothing, spin up a sewing kit or two. Oh, hey. Just kidding. And just sew for a day. Until, like, the second I hit level 3, I'd stop. Well, the good news is I can read some books and start getting rid of some of those. There we go. Honestly, I think this is probably the most useful to me. A bottle of water and curious. So what you could do, what I could do, is just start running from building to building. I know where stuff is, basically. The best place for me right now would be the post office because it's closest. And I haven't looted it yet. But everything else I kind of want to loot is further down the road, so we're going to get in here. And as long as you're warm enough, right? You can sleep in here, you can read in here, you can sew. And the nice thing about this is, I mean, one, it's a way to hide from a blizzard, right? But I'll also know when it's over, because I'll be able to see it. So right there, it's switched. So I could have stopped reading. But there go the pancakes, y'all. Have to make some more. Oh, I got a new pancake recipe. Definitely have to make some more. Anyway, like I said, you got to be warm enough. But remember, you can hide in here, you can sleep in here, and if you're playing with the cabin fever on, living someplace that has a car nearby to sleep in is pretty handy. Getting the post office. There's usually, well, okay, things have been changing, so can't honestly, there used to not be a ton of stuff in here. We got bodies now, all kind of stuff. Or at least in a different place. There used to be a skill book. This used to be one of the places where you could find a sewing book. I don't think it was always a sewing book, but it was usually a mending book. There we go, see?
Well, this stuff will come in handy.
So that'll help out with me skipping out on the mending here. And no, none of these do anything. But it just adds a pound 10 to my carry weight and, you know, or 5 hours of reading. New side will help me carry out 88 pounds, and I think I still have a venison pie, so if I can eat that, it'll help my carry weight. So I can probably sneak out with a bit more. Walgreens. I swear there was only one house up before back there. I mean, obviously I'm wrong. Now, I'm wondering if I was thinking
I'll
maybe
take it.
should I look up like where stuff is? Because I feel like here's what I really want to do. And now I want to point out that you used to not be able to search a fridge like that was kind of open like this. But now I want to know the condensed milk. Maybe is. I want to know what ingredients actually matter. Right? Like I said, I don't think a tin of sardines is going to be anything but a tin of sardines. I don't think there's going to be a recipe that calls for a tin of sardines or pork and beans. But like I said, the corn, the condensed milk, peanut butter. I mean, we're already using syrup
You
and
never know.
peaches.
Could end up being useful.
And you want to, again, crackers as a breading. The fish. At least I wonder. Now, gathering up all this food, I'm glad I did it. Because I can leave it here in Milton. Milton is a quick hop
This will come in handy.
from Mystery to here. So coming back for, if I do find a recipe that's like, oh, you need a can of corn. Well, okay. I can get here with some coffee and some roasted pies, probably in a day and back. But if none of that stuff matters, I don't need to keep it in my pockets and store it anywhere, you know? More matches. I've actually got tons of matches. There's another aviator's cap. I found like 4 of them here.
Hope nobody needs this anymore.
If you're looking for an aviator's cap, check out Milton, Mountain Town. Like, no joke. I got one on my head, and I'm pretty sure this is the 3rd one I can stick in that drawer I've been sticking all my clothing in. Oh, hey. So, yeah, I'm at a point where I don't really need anything. Like, if I find some more broth or something, I'll grab it or whatever, but very much just targeting, like I said, snow pants, expedition coat, anything that can make me lighter weight. If there's broth, I'll grab it.
Probably useful.
I might take some back with me just because the broth I have back in Mystery is such garbage. But yeah, it's time to start just leaving stuff in drawers.
Best be prepared for anything.
These look terrible, but they're 87%. Okay. Now, so far, baked potatoes have been the only thing I've been able to make with potatoes. So they gotta be in a recipe, right? Don't get me wrong, it's a nice little pile of calories. It's like 40 minutes in the skillet or the pan with some decent cooking score, but
I think I can use this.
yeah, my wish list is just it's full of things I would rather have clothing wise, honestly. I mean, one of the main reasons I came
This
here,
stuff will come in handy.
not just to... Man, this is a good room. Look at all that clothing. Anyway, to do the signal and look for loot, new stuff, but I was hoping for a pair of snow pants. That dream has so far not come true. Yeah. I mean, you'd pretty much be dressed day one from this house. That's pretty incredible. Gloves right there. Wow. All that food. This house was stacked. Oh, was it a Canadian flag house? $5 says it was. It's got to be. I always look, these busted up houses. I feel something that's just a little high end or better. Sometimes even more stuff in the ones that have a Canadian flag on it. I know it is. Yeah, absolutely, definitely was. So I don't know if that's a real thing. Remember, it could just be the way my game turned out, or games have turned out. But personally, I think it is. More matches.
I'll take it.
Yeah. I mean, those are great. I just already have some. Yeah. Any playthrough below Interloper, you're definitely... Oh my gosh! I'm losing my mind on these aviators caps. What happened here? What in the RNG has gone on in Milton proper? It is nuts. Just to make sure, I'm gonna double check. pretty sure I peeked in here. Nope.
This'll come in handy.
Another cooking skillet. Carrots. You know, I had a feeling this place would have a lot of like cooking stuff. I was correct, and I was hoping though for multiple recipes. So far, it's just the one.
Looks like this has been here a while.
I mean, at this point, I'm just gonna toss like a bunch of food in a cabinet or something. It's insane the amount. You can just stay. Thanks. What?
Okay.
Sorry, there was rabbit in the shower. I don't. Kind of threw me for a
Nobody
loop.
needs this anymore.
Rabbit in the shower. Like for what? Trip. Anyway, there was a rabbit in the shower, you guys. It's ruined, like it should be. One of those people that shower with their dinner. Alright, let me get looking here. And hopefully that's it. Yeah. Alright. So basically, at this point, I'm good. You know, like I said, was hoping for another recipe. I feel kind of, I'm all right. I feel like I'm going to end up looking this stuff up, and it's going to be like, yeah, there's a recipe over here. There's the one place that you can go to. It's down in the basin. Why would we have one recipe up top and not have one down at the bottom? But I'll come back. It's not that bad. And more than likely, like I said, I got piles of broth, carrots, potatoes. I got the corn, the hams. I got all this crazy stuff here. Rope. The trip back here is inevitable. I'm glad I found enough scrap, though. That's for sure. Because I really wanted to get that signal tower going. It is part of the new content, and I wanted to get it done. Well, like I said, I'm basically at a point where I gotta just start chunking stuff on the floor here. You know, I think I might even have better broth than that, so I'm gonna leave that there. Let's get over a little more. I'll take, I might bring some of this good salt with me. I don't know if I'll bring all of it, but I'll bring some of it. Pile of food. Yeah, I got it. We got, look. Alright, so yeah. Look. 5 aviators caps. Now, one of them didn't come from here. But these 4 are all from this place. And, like, you know, I wouldn't run around with some aviators caps in my pocket. So, I always say this is one of those places you want to come look for a rifle. No, I don't, didn't find one. Anyway, yeah. Got a Cowichan, old-fashioned parka, ski gloves. I mean, there's tons of great stuff here. Heavy sweaters, thin sweaters. Toques for days, but doesn't really help me now. I'll take those. I gotta think about the saplings. I got food everywhere. Yeah, these are 68. Oh, I still got an oatmeal. This is heavy. But I would like, again, I would just want some higher end of these ingredients. Curious to see if I can make better food with it. I've got some carrots. I've got potatoes. Yeah, let's drop some gear here.
I wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
Someone's playing Minecraft. Let's see. I don't need the pistols. Honestly, I feel like I could leave most of that. Is that 60? Oh, 87%. What are those? Hmm.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
Me either. We're gonna have to make some sacrifices to get there, but I think I'll be alright. And, yeah. time to get ready to go. So I've got a little firewood so I can make some coffee along the way. I thought I had another venison pie. I swear I did. I wonder if I dropped it. Yeah, I don't know. It's probably back there, and I just left it in one of those fridges, but make a cup of coffees, throw down the spare firewood so I have some there, and then I don't know, drop some water. And the interwebs is acting up. Maybe lose some broth. Well, like I said, the broth I have is below 50%. One's like in the 20s, I think. But we get the fire barrel in here. I left a ton of food in here. So it's not like I'd be starving. There's a bunch of water too. Everything's good. Let's get a little fire going. I left junk fire striker on purpose. It just doesn't.
Come on, little fire.
Shouldn't be a problem. Fire strike is just basically a nice way to conserve your matches. And matches aren't really going to be too much of an issue, I don't think. I was like, I can reheat my porridge. No, I can make porridge. I mean, that's not going to do it, but... Oh, yeah, okay. I'll leave a little firewood. Alright, get out of here with most of my stuff. Oh, I forgot I had to go to the store. Now, what I'd like to point out, that basically in any run, that I do on any difficulty with any settings, custom or whatever. I do the same thing. Milton, Pleasant Valley, Broken Railroad, Coastal Highway. They're not that far from mystery, you know. So I try to find a way to get around those regions, loot what it can. I get stuff to a central location. I mean, as close as you can get it. You know, again, you can have a ton of trouble with wolves over here. I don't know where any of these animals are, man. It's freaking me out a little bit. Anyway. I mean, I heard a wolf and I've seen deer and stuff. It's not like they're not on the map. I don't remember it being so scarce. Just out of curiosity, actually. I'm wondering if they stuck anything back here by this wreck. And, you know, I didn't get to every single place you can get to. I got to most of it. Let's get the basin entirely. I always do, though. It's just annoying. But I was wondering if they might stick... Well, we got a hatchet and a dead guy. Anyway. I didn't know if they'd stick like a rifle or a pistol or something over there. They might, just might not have showed up. Like I said, I haven't really come across any, you know, tons and tons of pistols. Found 3 pistols and 4 aviator's caps. So, I like to mention, you know, this game can be weird. And the RNG can pick really strange stuff sometimes. Random things that you can't find, random things that you just get a ton of. But, yeah, I would say easily, at this point, I mean, I would think, yeah, that's like the 6th or 7th aviator's cap I've found. So a ton of those guys. Now, you might have a playthrough and you might not find any. When I was first playing, and I started learning about the different, you know, what I thought was good loot, bad loot, etc. You know, skins offer warmth and protection. Synthetics offer warmth, but not much protection. I'd have pilgrim runs that I never got an expedition coat, never found snow pants, never found any of that stuff. And I looked. And my map knowledge wasn't as great back then.
It's gonna get a lot colder soon.
But I had definitely learned, you know, where to find some of the major things, and nothing though. That's why I like this game, and that's why, like I said, I like to encourage people to play while they're learning their maps, you know, in these different modes. Like I said, do Voyager if you don't want to do Pilgrim. Figure out the maps, figure out what the rules are. footing, because I swear I've climbed these ropes a couple times and didn't get the effect. There we go. So now, like I've mentioned before, if you really want, you can keep these on. You don't get the warmth and the windproofing you get from the ear wrap, but they are 100% waterproof, and will keep this 100% waterproof. Now, the ear wraps will eventually get soaked through, and so will your bag. But that's why I like 2 ear wraps, because I can switch them up. But if you get a moose side and you don't have an ear wrap, but you can make crampons. Get them made as soon as possible, and that is going to extend the life of your moose side bag. Because in theory, it's, you know, it's not exposed somehow. Don't question that magic, because that magic helps keep you alive. Now, I know I gathered up over 300 rose hips. Probably could have gathered more. I think there's a few in here. And I left them. But again, other than me making a bunch of teas with them, like I'm probably going to do, make a couple teas tonight, and getting the cooking score, you know, I wasn't really going to do much with them. So right now, the only recipe I have that calls for rose hips only uses 4, but it's pretty useful. It's that energy buff. So I think I'll hold on to that big pile of rose hips. Well, there's my rope climb out. I'm picking up here. I'd be completely wrecked. Even with the crampons, even if you know, I'm having some coffees and whatnot. But I want to loot this cave too. So, plenty of good stuff in here. How was my hatchet doing? I didn't really even use it.
Thank you.
Yeah, you keep that. The bedroll looks a little beat up. Everything in here is not in that great a shape. Yeah, why not?
This pack is getting kind of heavy.
There, actually, shoot, I already lit the match. Yeah, well, I'll make some water. So basically, I want to crash here tonight. I'll leave in the morning. And then,
Come on, little fire.
I still want to be prepared, though, just in case. So if I wake up tomorrow and it's a blizzard that lasts most of the day, well, then I want to have something ready to go. And one of those somethings is water. So we'll get a big batch of that going. these? I don't think I did. Anyway, make up the teas, get a little cook score, hydration, calories, blah, blah, blah. The things I do. And like I said, we'll have a nice little stash for tomorrow just in case.
I wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
You bet we will before we leave. So we got tons of water. I'll end up leaving some in this cave. Let me get my pot back there. Not much to do, honestly. I kind of want to save my firewood in case it gets cold overnight. Yeah, I think I'll put a couple sticks around. Put an hour into the book and then call it a night. After I eat and drink, obviously. Obviously. Huh. Okay. Whatever. I'm not worried about freezing or anything. It's a little early. I can see if I can read. Probably not. Oh no, it'll let me. Got just enough light. Yeah. That's what I was talking about. Now I don't know if it's gonna blizzard or not.
Thank goodness. Made it through another night.
There we go. Yeah, I'm thinking maybe the Bannock is lasting. It might be lasting a bit longer. Alright, I left the crampons on. Yes, I did. There are some acorns in here, too. More mushrooms. There's, you know, some goodies. But I think I've covered on all that stuff. More than enough. Up the rope. Grab some of this coal I left on the ground. Alright, so now I haven't really been gone. You know, basically I went to this cave a couple days ago. So there shouldn't be any coal that has respawned. Now, I don't really know how long it takes. I'm assuming it's supposed to take a good while. And I know you can change up the different resources and when they respawn and whatever, but I think certain caves are broken. And feel like this can be one of them. But yeah, I think there's one or two where it feels like or seems like it would be ups quicker to me. And this is one of them, and I really can't think of the other one. I want to say maybe it's the transition between Timberwolf and Ab. Maybe I'm thinking Coastal. I don't know. But we'll see. There shouldn't be any coal in here, so if there's not, that's fine. But I feel like sometimes I come through here and it doesn't seem like it's been that long, and excuse me, I get, you know, more coal. There we go. Now, it was nice this morning. I had the window open. But it's getting hot, and obviously I'm picking up some pollen because it's getting a little gravelly and gross. But moved the bar, got out of Milton. That's not a new book, that's just a book I finished reading while I was hanging out in here. Alright. So anyway, yeah, if you see me scanning these caves and you're like, why is he checking everything again? I know there's a couple of them where it doesn't take long. Now, like I said, this was a particularly quick trip, so I wouldn't necessarily expect it, but I mean, it seems rare that I would miss that. Yeah, here's some more too. Yeah, I'm thinking maybe I won't get all of it back, but some of it seems to be respawned already. So. Did I miss it? I don't know. I'd have to go back and watch the other video. But I'd say highly unlikely. Or maybe it didn't spawn in. Maybe that's what I'm saying. Maybe it didn't spawn in like it was supposed to the first time. If we got any more in here, I'll definitely feel like it's respawned. Nothing. Anyway, I do know that one of the reasons people like, one of the many reasons people like to stay at Trapper's Cabin is they like it because you can pop into this cave, hang out here, sleep here. You can also, you know, have a stash of coal nearby. It's not a ton. But coal is definitely a renewable resource. So, I always encourage people to grab it, toss it outside if you can't really carry it, or you need to climb a rope or do something. And more than likely, in this game, you'll have an opportunity to come back and get it later. I looked a few things here. I don't know if there's anything I really want to move, but I'm going to take a quick peek and make sure. I put some stuff in the locker. I left some stuff just laying around. And most of it's probably actually stuff I want to leave here.
I wonder who owns this stuff.
I'll grab that.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
Astrid, we're going to be just fine, okay? I've got a spare lantern. It's better than that. Why not? It's not doing any good over here. Remember this being in great condition. 88. It's better than mine. Yep. Anyway, bring this stuff back. Like I said, I go to a satellite map that's closed. I set up a base camp. I try to get stuff from the surrounding regions to that one so that I can get that stuff from there to here. Alright. I'm going to get us back to the camp office so I can drop off all this garbage and call it a video, folks. I might do 2 today. Might do 1 this evening. We'll see. Kind of depends on how the day goes. But I'd like to get some hunting in and Call of the Wild. I'm really enjoying the new Australia map they've got, and got an itching for some hunting to do. Yeah, I mean, I really like to play, like I said, with the custom mode, and I just call it a hunting survival experience. You know, not much shooting going on. This rifle, like I said, it's lighter weight. I think its durability is just a little bit improved. Also, hold on. That's bugging me. I mean, I have Vaughn's rifle in my hands, or in my inventory. I should at least tell you what the heck this thing does. There it is. Grab the glasses. We'll do the whole thing. A weathered 303 rifle covered in epoxy and duct tape. It does look cheap. Its patchwork exterior hides an improved firing action, a handy tool when working the various industrial sites and power stations that dot Great Bear Island. So, I mean, you find it in Mystery Lake, which has, you know, the dam. Maybe you can also find it in Black Rock. It says fragile and deadly, just like its owner. So it's less durable. Vaughn's rifle trades durability for a lighter weight and responsiveness, weighing 1 kilogram less than the standard hunting rifle. It's about 3 pounds less fully loaded than the standard hunting rifle, and featuring shortened firing delays on reload and aim. Okay, so you can reload a little faster, you can aim a little faster too. Anyway, this variant has much snappier handling and a slightly faster fire rate overall. The downside is that each shot uses 2% condition compared to the normal rifle consuming 1.3 to infinity conditions per use. This means the gun can only fire 50 shots from full condition when below rifle skill level 5 before breaking. So less shots basically. And so the curator's rifle, let's do Barb's rifle real quick. Barb's riddle. You get some funny answers on that. Barb's. This rifle's unique function is that it degrades at 0.33333% less per shot than the standard hunting rifle, so only using 1% condition per shot. This means a full condition Barb's rifle can fire a total of 100 times before breaking, under level 5. So once you hit level 5, right, you can have up to 200 shots before it breaks. This durability comes at a cost of weight, as it is custom stock increases the total weight to 4.5 kilograms unloaded, which is 0.5 kilograms heavier than the standard hunting rifle. It also has a unique set of iron sights, the best iron sights on any other rifle in the game, without a doubt. And to wrap it up, Curator's rifle. I'm not going to read the description again. I'm just going to tell you what it does. The Curator's rifle, in addition to looking fancy, it does look good. It's the best looking one. Although I kind of like Vaughn's. Offers an increased range of 33.3% over the standard hunting rifle, around 66 paces. Unlike the other variants, this bonus comes with no downside, making it a direct upgrade to the standard hunting rifle. So it doesn't weigh more. It weighs the same as your standard hunting rifle. I thought it weighed a little more, but I guess I was getting it mixed up with Barb. The small range increases makes this variant superior at sniping distant bears or moose, leaving more time for you to react to a potential charge. Absolutely true. So, got the rifles out of the way. I'll do the pistols another time. Right now, I need to get to the camp office, say goodbye. Well, I got a bunch of stuff to do. I gotta go. But I just want to thank everybody that's been taking this ride with me. I know some of these videos get kind of long. For those of you that break it up into a couple looks or sit through the whole darn thing, so just like I said, I'm really appreciative. Thank you very much. You guys are awesome. Feel free to say hello or comment or do any of that stuff. But I'm excited because Milton's out of the way. Milton's a quick trip, and I got the signal tower going. I got a huge pile of foodstuffs close by. That won't take up space and storage here. I've already got a storage issue at the camp office. I don't have the dead guy for extra storage. I mean, I just need to move some stuff around and put some stuff on the ground, but beautiful day here in Mystery Lake. But yeah, I mean, I took like I said, normally I would leave from this cave if I was going to Milton. I would spend the night in the cave, get up in the morning. You could grab your coffees, shoot to Milton, grab your broth and your corn or whatever, carrots, anything I ended up needing, right? Throw them in my pockets as long as the weather is fine. climb down. Again, coffees if you got them. You could take naps in the cave. You can run into a wolf all the way through here. I hear some. But again, I have just had pretty amazing luck. Really, this entire trip. And they don't necessarily, they're not going to eat me or mess with me. But at least like to point out where they live and hang out. They like to hang out down here. And sometimes even right up in here where the camp office is. Usually it's a little further up. Not like right there. Oh, I left the rifle. Well, that's annoying. I mean, it's not that big a deal. Especially since I plan on finding more, you know. I liked it. I lost the ammo. That's annoying. How much? I probably don't have much rifle ammo with me. 18 bullets. That's okay. Anyway, like I said, it's no big deal. I like it because it weighs like 7.04 ounces or something like that when it's fully loaded. 7 pounds per ounce. But that's fine. It was more of a convenience than anything else. And it'll help when I, you know, if I find Barb's rifle, obviously it's going to be heavier, right? So probably would have had to put Vaughn's down anyway. And my little fishies. You guys. My golden eyes. Alright, good. Plenty of wood and stuff here. Don't need to worry about that. I keep all that. I made it back with a nice pile of what I didn't have before. Some coal. And all this other junk. Alright, well, I mean, I feel like, man, I got a ton of stuff done. Got the signal tower taken out, got to Hush, got that checked out. Got the rest of, at least the town of Milton taken care of, right? Left, made it back safe, got all the goodies that I really felt like I wanted to bring with me for now. I mean, it would have been cooler to get some of that other stuff, just to have it here so I don't have to run back, but whatever. It's really just a day's trip, and I can do that without even, I don't need to broadcast that. I just run up there, grab a bunch of stuff, and then do a cooking video right here in Mystery, so. Super helpful. Like I said, got tons of ingredients. I'm really excited about that. Hopefully some of these things come to use, like the corn and the carrots. I mean, the carrots got to be in something, right? You just stick some carrots in there for me to, you know, Bugs Bunny those things and What's Up Doc. There got to be a reason, so. And I'm, like I said, I'm curious about the peaches and some of this other stuff. Maybe I'll look it up. I don't know. I don't want to spoil too much, but I also don't want to carry a bunch of stuff in my pockets I don't need. So I'll think about it. But if you happen to catch this, thanks for watching. I appreciate it. If you see this at a later date or time, thanks for watching. And again, I just want to thank for all you guys who are watching these, especially these long dark videos. Like I said, I have a blast making them. And I really like that they're picking up a little bit of speed. So thank you so much. You guys can like or do any of that stuff. And if you like the videos, you can subscribe. So anyway, in the meantime, y'all have a great day. Be good to each other. And like I said, depending on how my errands run, I may do another video tonight. But I don't like to promise because a lot of times it doesn't work out. So y'all be good to each other.